The immortal John Hancock here, and today I have a personal video. This video today has been sponsored by DadGamer280, Patreon supporter, and he asked a series of questions. I've actually been asked some of these before, and I just thought I'd compile all of the questions into one video. And really the theme of today is what makes me happy. Many things. His first question is favorite thing about being a father. And I have two kids. I have a son, Justice, and my daughter, Kaylee. And we adopted Kaylee from China about 3 years ago. And I just love kids. I love kids. I always have. I love sharing my life with children. And the innocence of children and the things they say and the things they ask is just awesome. You know, I just I love just kind of knowing that I'm passing some of my I don't know, not viewpoints, but just my perspectives of things to a new generation. And I'm excited about just knowing that a little part of me is going to be immortal. I mean, I guess that's part of it, is just that you know, we're only on this life for so long, and we need to pass on what we learned, you know. And I love teaching and educating and talking, and with my kids it's no different. And just to see them grow and be themselves. But you know, a little part of, you know, being a parent is hopefully that some of your viewpoints, you know, people can be individual, but you know, eventually that's at some point they're gonna pass on some of what you taught them, and that's a great feeling. Anyways, I love kids. I love my kids. They brighten my day, and I look forward to spending time with them, especially this summer, being off teaching. So, second question is, would I ever live stream for charity? I've thought about this. I'm not you know, it's something I'd like to try. I've talked about doing it before. I'd like to have my game room set up accordingly. It's just not set up the way I want it right now. It's expansion's happening. It's ground has been broke, and so definitely looking forward to that getting figured out. And then we can start talking about, you know, doing some type of live stream for charity. The long story short is I've been involved with doing fundraising locally for many years. Cowlitz Gamers for Kids has been a long time video game show that I've been involved with. I'm the founder of it. I put it on with close friends. Jonathan Rose, Chelsea Beck, and Chris Trimu are the current organizers. I think we're going on our 9th year, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and really that's kind of for charitable work. That keeps me pretty busy, and so I started doing that in 2010, and it's awesome. It's a lot of work, and it's a one-day video game event that I do locally with friends. Again, we had over 1,000 people this last year, and we raised $14,000 for LifeWorks. And LifeWorks is a nonprofit, a local nonprofit. They have chapters in other areas, but they work with kids with disabilities, Down syndrome, autism, Asperger's, etc. And I really feel it's a good fit for the video game event, and it was successful. And I look forward to potentially doing one this next year. We haven't finalized details yet, to be determined. Stay tuned. So, other questions. What are the best and Dad Gamer also asked, well, what are the best and fairest prices to get games and consoles? And you know, for me, my simple answer to that is locally is always better. And so doing a trade night, a local trade night, a local game store, Facebook group, you know, like a swap, you know, do game swap night or something like that. You're always going to get better prices typically, you know, from people you know, close friends. That's the way to go on that. I really think it's a good time of the year to do it. With summer coming up, definitely. Conventions are great. Consoles are actually kind of sometimes harder to find at game conventions, I find. Not at like big shows like PRGE, but it all depends on what you're looking for. But hopefully that answers that. Growing a YouTube channel. Wow. Growing a YouTube channel and keeping, how do you keep relationships with your subscribers? I try my best to answer questions, people that spend time, anybody that spends time out of their day to post a comment. I really try my best to answer it. You know, as the channel grows, that gets harder. That's one thing I don't like is knowing that someone asked a question and I wasn't able to answer it. I try my best. It's just, you know, this is it. I'm a one-man band. You know, this is really me just in front of a camera and uploading videos, talking about video games. And, you know, I've done hundreds of videos, and so it's, people may comment on something 6 months down the road, and I'll try my best to get to it if I can, but even that's difficult. But I think just being genuine, being honest, being real in front of a camera, what you see is what you get with me, you know. Yeah, so hopefully that helps, you know, just being patient with your channel and fan base, and knowing that the more that you can connect with your fan base, I think that's really important. I try to do my best to, if a person asks a question or, hey, you ought to do this. Typically, I want to do it. It's just I have so many things I want to do all at once. It's hard to like sit down and pick and choose a video. And sometimes I do things on the spot. I just get real passionate about something. Okay, I got to do it now. I got really excited about this last Atari video, and I knew that I had to do it then because I just felt passionate about it. And I really try to focus on what I'm passionate about and try to communicate that on camera. What makes you excited? What makes you want to get up out of bed? It's a question I got from DadGamer280. And what makes me excited to get out of bed is knowing that I can. I worked many years as a social worker. I worked with people that were physically really ill, and it was tough to see. And a lot of these people that I work with, they didn't have the capability of getting out of bed, and some of them were really sick, and they were hospitalized. Several of them were hospitalized long term. Any one of them would give one day to be out of the hospital, to breathe air outside of the hospital walls. And I don't ever take my life for granted. You know, I try to live life to the fullest. I try to share with others when I can. I mean, this is, to me, part of my sharing with others is getting in front of this camera and talking about what I'm passionate about. And I just, I try to be happy. That's what really makes me happy. You know, if there's a focus, a theme of today is just find the things that make you happy. For me, it's my family. I'm thankful that I have a job. I have a roof over my head. I have food. I have a wonderful hobby that I'm passionate about. And there's so many people out there that have so much less, and I see it on a daily basis. And I just do my best on my part. If I can brighten someone's day, you know, there's just so much out there in the world that's kind of ugly. And I try to rise above that and just say, you know what, you just have to make the best of things. You know, there's times I get sad and mad and angry just like everybody else. There's days I'm tired. There's times I'm stressed. And I just try to, you know that there's people that look up to me, and I need to represent and be a role model. I truly believe that, especially as a teacher, you know, you have to do that day in, day out, and be a role model and be an ambassador of hope, and knowing that people can make it, people can be happy, and also be real with people, knowing that there's honest struggles that happen. And so those are great questions. It's kind of all over the place, but what makes you happy? And so I'm asking that to my fans now. What makes you happy? What makes you get up? I absolutely love doing this channel, and I'm going to continue doing it as long as I can. I got some great things planned. Got a crazy awesome video planned for this next week. And so just thanks to everybody out there who's been watching my videos. I'm going to wrap up on E3 when it's done. I'm not going to do it until probably everything's over and do like one video. I'm too busy right now with the end of school wrapping up to do a video after each individual company talks about what they're going to be doing. So anyways, kind of a random eclectic video. Thank you so much. I'm up to 3 videos a week, one on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Typically upload at 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much, Dad Gamer 280. You're awesome. I do have a Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can subscribe and get an additional video. Thank you so much. My hat's off to all my fans around the world. I love everybody. You take care. This is Immortal John Hancock. Take care.